It is now time for Compas on the NFL. Beat.
Boom.
Now that the Ravens and Lamar Jackson have agreed on a contract extension, was it worth it for Lamar to go through all the trouble for negotiating for a whole year to make it $5 million more than what Jalen Hurts signed for with the Eagles?
Well, to be making what is it annually, like $51-52 million a year? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's worth the headache to go through that. Come on, you want me to fight with a team for a whole year and a half? Let's do it. I'll be petty as AF, I guess you
I
could
think he
say.
would have signed for less last year too.
Yeah, so I think holding out was better, and it's funny because the second the contract came out, I'm like, I bet you it's only $1 million more per year than Jalen Hurts. I bet you that's what it is. So it was, I think, 51 million per year or 52, something like that. I think it's 52. So I think the weight was, hey, like I don't like the remember the whole with the franchise tag saying, hey, we're gonna put the non-exclusive on them so you can start beginning to negotiate with other teams and set that bar for your contract. And never really happened because people were scared about the 2 first-round draft picks. Okay, well, that didn't work. And it took Jalen Hurts to get a contract to kind of set the blueprint. And they just pretty much worked out to that. Hey, I'm better than that guy. Do you want to just give us a little more? And like, all right, well, we can't give you a fully guarantee. Well, can you up it up a little more and give us OBJ too? That's the Lamar and his mom talking to to Eric DaCosta of the Ravens GM. And they got it done. And credit to those guys. There was a bunch of back and forth. It kind of makes me feel like we wasted our time talking about this feud here, which never really was. But overall, they got the quarterback done. It was annoying that they got it done before the draft because everybody's focused on the draft, and he's like, okay, here's a massive contract for Lamar Jackson. But I think it was worth it to kind of wait to at least see the numbers, and then you know what you're kind of negotiating with.
I think it was worth it because obviously he reset the market. He got the money that he wanted. He got 183 guaranteed. So
Yeah.
I mean, I definitely think. Let me ask you because I mean I saw Vic put this in, but Herbert, there's no way Herbert or Burrow will ask for the Deshaun Watson fully guaranteed. I don't think either one of them gets it. I think that was just one dumb ownership doing what they thought was necessary, or doing what they thought was necessary, but I don't see anybody else fully guaranteeing a contract to a quarterback, even if Burrow and Herbert ask for it. I don't think they'll get that. What do you think?
Real quick, did you hear the cats? I need to know if you could hear them.
No, I heard them, but I was kind of like trying to be professional and just kept
all right,
on going.
you can leave that on. I don't care. But yeah, it's
No,
gonna,
yeah.
by the way, I'm going to be on so many podcasts and Google meetings, and people are going to hear the cats. So I need to get it over with and say, hey, there's cats here. So, yeah, I think now what we got the Hurts and the Jackson contracts, I think we're starting to see that the Deshaun Watson fully guarantee was an outlier. That the Browns screwed it up for everybody, huh?
No, I said 100%.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought you were disagreeing with me.
No.
But I think it kind of sucks because you want the players like get some more say, but still they're making $183 million guaranteed. It's still pretty nice. But yeah, it definitely became the outlier. Now the tricky part is like Justin Herbert and Burrow deserve more than that. Like maybe it's like a bigger contract, and maybe the guarantee money gets very close. But it's not like all the owners care about. Don't say the words fully guaranteed because okay, then you lost. So maybe you get close to what Deshaun Watson got in terms of guarantee money, but the contract is gonna be much bigger. And Fernando, real quick, I think after seeing Lamar get $52 million per year, I think Herbert's gonna get 55, and then Burrow might get really close to $60 million a year.
Everybody keeps on forgetting that next person that's going to get paid though.
Besides,
I'm telling
two?
you, yeah, I think Patrick Mahomes signs a contract extension as soon as. Yeah, 100%.
After Joe Burrow, after
that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
okay, all right.
I think he's waiting for both of them to.
Not before.
No. He's waiting for both of them to sign their extensions. He's going to sign it, and I think that's when the market restarts again for.
Yeah, because who else is after those three guys? Like I think after Mahomes waits for those guys. Who else is due that's in line? That's it. So.
No, but you have to restart it because you got guys like Danny Dimes and other quarterbacks making all this money, and you're like, let's restart it, let's go back down,
okay,
and let's work our way up. But I think
Mahomes
is the last one.
How about Joe Burrow gets to like $57 million per year, and then Mahomes makes it a $60 million?
See, and that's what I think is going to end up happening. And then you reset it, you start working your way up again, and then obviously in a couple of years, I don't think Herbert, Burrow, and Mahomes make it to the end of their contracts. I think they re-sign a new one, especially if they say that Herbert wins a playoff game or 2 or 3. and then Burrow makes it to another Super Bowl or Mahomes wins another one, then obviously the contracts are going to get redone again. So I mean, it's just as you go, I think you're going to start getting, and I think Burrow, Herbert, and Mahomes signed cap friendly deals to help their teams out to stay competitive.
Well, the one
Which
thing you bring up
I think
there,
is going to be key.
Fernando, like the question is like, would they get fully guaranteed contracts? I don't think they will. But the one tricky or the funny thing that I noticed, like nobody has done the Mahomes structure where it's 10 years. You commit for a
Exactly.
long time, and then it is still a big salary cap number for the quarterback, but it's not as big as these short term deals. So nobody's doing that, which is I find that really fascinating
Yeah, so
because
do
they
I.
want their money now. Does that make Mahomes look like the good guy here? Not
But
really,
is it
because then
is it the trust of the is it that the team doesn't have the trust in the
yeah,
quarterbacks the way the Chiefs have the
the
trust in Mahomes?
Bengals and the Chargers
Like,
don't have that same reputation.
yeah, but I think if if there's two franchises that would trust their quarterbacks, I think it would be those two besides Mahomes. But out of those three franchises, I don't think anybody else trusts their quarterback the way those three
Well,
teams
I
trust their
think that's why
quarterback.
it's the other way around, because if you're going to commit 10 years, that means you better trust the GM, you better trust ownership, you better trust the coach. And the Chiefs were the ones that could really do
Yeah,
that. Like, you
exactly.
can't really do that with the other teams. I think that's why the
No, you're
part of
right.
it.
You're 100. Yeah, you're 100% right.